So I had an eye appointment yesterday. I guess my eyes are getting bad. I have the start of cataracts. But that's okay. It's just the start of it. I'll get new glasses soon. So they gave me a prescription. We'll get it filled out and get better glasses. I hate these bifocal stuff. It's annoying as heck. I don't know. But maybe my reading will be way better in the sense of seeing clearly what I'm reading. But it is Sunday, and I did a Saturday blurb, so I'm going to do a Sunday blurb of truth. Okay, and it's on the heels of yesterday. Two kinds of vessels. Okay, God as the divine potter is presently making two kinds of vessels, one for honor and one for dishonor. Romans 9:21. Intellectually, we may object to the very fact that he would prepare vessels for dishonor. But when it comes right down to practicalities, we are apt to be like Israel and object with genuine passion only if there is some evidence that we ourselves are among the vessels for dishonor. But Paul is not so much concerned with our objections as with our need to understand the ways of God. Makes no difference how many protest against the fact that there are both believers and unbelievers in the world, or how unreasonable such a fact may seem. It still remains a fact. The real issue is whether or not this fact is in accord with God's purpose and is for good. The vessels for dishonor are adapted for destruction. Romans 9:22. That this is stated passively is not intended to suggest that God had no part in this adaptation. Far from it. For indeed the whole illustration of the potter and the clay gives emphasis to God's work with mankind. The word adapt itself is naturally associated with the potter rather than the clay. But destruction is a means to an end, and not an end of God's purpose with the vessels of dishonor. Such temporary conditions, notice how it is, temporary, are seldom attributed directly to God in the scriptures. Not so much to relieve him of the responsibility as to remind us that they are not the final goal God has in view with the vessels of dishonor. The goal is stated directly here in application to vessels of mercy. He makes us ready for glory in verse 23. God will show mercy to all eventually. Romans 11:32. That is clear in that passage. Therefore, regarding his goal, God is making all mankind ready for glory. But in the meantime, in order to display his mercy, he needs to have vessels which will now receive mercy. So, his ultimate goal is to bring that whole needing into perfection as the great potter. Notice how it is one lump of clay when it comes to humanity. And there's both vessels of honor and dishonor in that one lump of clay. So God will perfect his work. He's already done it through Christ. It's just not realized fully yet. Know this, that Christ completed it fully. And it's already done. Just remember that. And you can see all the evil, all the crap around you. What God is doing with that is an amazing, amazing picture. Because when he does become all and in all, then the whole picture is clear. And it's such an awesome picture. I love you all. Grace and peace. Have a beautiful Sunday.